Well, have you ever wished that there was a little light on the dashboard that would tell you when you have the emergency brake on without having to actually look down at the pedal or at the handbrake lever between your seats? That's an aggravation, and we know we don't have time for that these days. Well, fortunately, that little light was invented and put into use about 40 years ago, so that's a good thing. The bad thing is this little Ford Focus that I bought recently. I've been working on and fixing it. That light no longer worked. Now, I know the light was functional because the light comes on when you turn on the key and then goes out. So that's a bulb test. We know it's working. I took the console off for another reason, and I was messing around with the switch. This is it here. This is what works the light when you pull the brake up. And you can barely get it to work occasionally. Well, being extremely OCD about things like this as I am, that's not going to work. So, literally or figuratively. So you can see in here, this is very simple the way this operates. There's a lead terminal here, and this switch simply provides a ground for the light. So a lot of warning lights work. When the brake is down, the little plunger comes up. I hope you can see this. Looks like it's out of focus, but maybe not. No pun intended. Yeah, it's out of focus. But anyway, that's how that thing works. When the brake's down, the little plunger is depressed. It sits like this, I might add. But pull the brake up, the switch is supposed to close. Like I said, this is a ground signal, so the ground is supposed to run through this, through that little plunger, and the plunger connects it to where it's bolted to the car. That's your ground circuit. So that's how that thing works. Well, if you look in here, consoles are bad to have things spilled into them, like Cokes and other drinks and food and vomit, blood, whatever comes out of your body or you spill can get down in there. And so this one, I can't even see what I'm looking at here. This one, if I peek down in there, you see that spot right there on that brass? It's kind of right there, sort of, but anyway, that's probably what's causing it not to work. So I've got to clean this up. So that's what I'll do. And speaking of the console, what better location to put some sort of sensitive electronic device such as the the airbag module, see it right there, than in the console, where it could be have drinks spilled on it and all those fluids and other substances that I've just named off. As you can see right there, it's already had some. So that's a very good spot for something like this, I would say. Okay guys, well, that's it. I'm going to clean this switch up and it should work. Bolts in right there. It's got a little screw holds it on. So I'll clean that and clean this and call it good. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.